Okay. So, we have a couple things we need to do before we start this final case. So looking at my achievement guide here, I missed 3. Wonder if I have... Okay. They're all in investigation. They're actually all in the exact same place. Yes, please. Because first we have to... All these are in the Showman suite. Apparently I didn't... We can inspect blackboards and something else. Okay. Yes, thank you. I'm a full-fledged lawyer now. It's great. I guess we first gotta start just getting back to there. Yeah, I know. It's great. Yeah, this asshole. I hope we're gonna go into that. Like, it would be kind of interesting just to leave it there. Like, oh yeah, man just casually burned alive in the courtroom after he was found not guilty. Classic London. But I'm very curious how this last case is gonna go. I'm pretty sure it's the last case. I guess converse. Because there's a couple things they had to bring up. Asogi's wish, or Asogi's goal. Maybe Giselle Brett? I don't know if they'll bring... They don't have to bring that back, but I feel like they have. I also feel like they kind of have to. And then McGilded. They... I mean, I'm glad Sasato... Or, not Sasato. Soseki didn't die, but... Well, it's yet to be seen. Maybe he's the next murder victim. Who knows? Wow. These are a lot more fun to blaster when I can just, you know, not have to read anything. This doesn't really, like... I know Japanese court systems are very small, like, fast, but... I don't think British ones, they take their time. Okay. It was a quick 34 seconds. Ah! What's your name? It's not Wilson, right? No, it's Gregson. It's Gregson. God, those chips look good. Like, those chips look really good. Tobias Gregson. Is he gonna be my gumshoe for the case? I just prefer gumshoe, man. Like, you can't beat gumshoe. We haven't seen him in decades. Okay, I do know that this is a prequel, and Naruhodo is Right's ancestor. I have been looking for, like, references to other characters. We have Ouchie, who's clearly supposed to be Pain and his entire family line. Okay, are we back? I don't know what happened. Nothing really happened here. Start with prison. Weird. I haven't had my stream go off without the internet going off entirely in a while. Sasaki-san, I'm glad I don't have to talk to you at all. You're a really weird defendant. I don't like. He's in such the mix of a normal dude and Ace Attorney. Like his appearance, normal, 100% normal. Seems like a normal guy, a fine guy. His personality is off the chain. And, like, it's really annoying. Is what I should be saying. It's not really. His only character trait is this. I feel like we're gonna see it a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I bet twice more before I had to press something. Alright, that's one. Ah. Let's see. What was I gonna say? I don't know. He's probably, in terms of, like, just likability, one of my... Oh, that's hard. Probably one of my least favorite defendants, and I couldn't tell you why. I don't know. Like, McGilded was an asshole, but he made me feel things towards him that weren't annoyance. There was mystery to him, especially with him forging evidence in the trial. Makes him very interesting. I don't know, I didn't see that coming from a mile away. When Zyx was just talking about the, how the evidence was changed in the trial, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But, ooh, McGilded, love that. That's my favorite case so far. I did like this case, but, it had that, like, 1 in a million chance, which it did pull it off well, better than some other cases did. But if you keep pulling 1 in a million cases, it kind of, gets annoying. Airlock, I mean, point to this case that the other case doesn't have. This case has airlock shows. Yeah, which is a plus. Herlock Sholmes is by far my favorite character so far. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in saying that. He feels like the type of character who'd be a fan favorite. Because, like, Naruhodo and Phoenix are fine as protagonists, but they're kind of boring. In terms of versus Maya and Susato, not sure, actually. They're kind of tied. They feel extremely similar. If I had to rank this game right now in terms of where I'd... in terms of Ace Attorney... Because, let's see, my least favorite Ace Attorney game is probably... probably Apollo Justice. Followed by Dual Destinies, Justice for All. The first game. It's Trials and Tribulations and Spirit of Justice. I would probably put it actually above the first game. Every case so far has been extremely solid, even though one of them was just an investigation. The only faults I have with this game right now is that the tutorial case is way too long. And that's actually it, honestly. Everything else is just an opinion for me. And I can see it being pointed another way. Like, I think objectively the tutorial case is too long. Other than that, I don't like this. I don't like Soseki, but I can see why someone would. I just don't like him as a character. Or I don't like him as a defendant, I guess. Not really much else I could say. This case has some problems that irk me, but it's nothing groundbreaking, it's just something that I don't like about it. And for right now, I like every addition they've added. I know multiple witnesses is not started in this game. It was in Layton, but I never played Layton or saw anything about it. So for me, this is a brand new experience, and it feels very nice. It feels very satisfying to pull off, even though it's super easy to. It's not like Apollo where you have to find the specific bodily reaction to contradiction. Yeah. This is probably the most unique version of Sherlock I've seen. I do like the fact that he's kind of a bumbling idiot. Okay, that's the problem here. Calling him an idiot is wrong. He is very intellectual. But he's just too eccentric. He goes too far with his enthusiasm. He just makes too many jumps in logic. Yeah, we must go to Sheldon's. Okay. Well, this didn't take too much time at all. Okay. So the first achievement we have to do is examine this violin before talking to Wilson, and then look at the blackboard. I don't know how to feel about Wilson yet. I haven't really had much time to talk to her. She seems nice. She seems interesting. I mean, I think it's obvious that she is, you know, the father of the first murder victim, but that's just neither here nor there. Though I still find it hard to believe that she is not related to Sholmes in any way, shape, or form. Okay. This thing was done for a lot longer than I remember. Yeah. First things first. Not fun. Ah! I've seen pictures of Western musical instruments like this. Go the violin, isn't it? Of course it is. Mr. Sholmes is renowned for his violin playing. Oh, really? Absolutely. It's often explained in the stories. It's inspirational, Mr. Naruhodo. Inspirational! I immediately started playing the koto, which is the closest Japanese string instrument I could find. What a shame you couldn't bring it with you to London. Oh, yes. Well, Papa was beaming when I asked him if he could buy me one. After a while, he asked if I would only practice when he was out of the house. So, no, it's merely an ornament in my room. It must have been an awkward conversation. Yeah, there's my achievement. Okay. Second, you have to talk to this blackboard.
That's my blackboard where I note down ideas.
Oh, interesting. Let's see. Black Peter. What does that mean? Don't you want to hear what I have to say, Mr. Naruhodo? I'll come back to that blackboard later. Okay. So, first we have to talk to her about Wilson. Then we go to the blackboard again. and then we'll have everything for this. I don't know. I feel like the mysteries are already interesting enough even without putting on a twist. I find real life mysteries more interesting than fake ones for the most part. Obviously you can craft a good fictional mystery, otherwise I wouldn't even be playing this game. But in terms of just like learning about and trying to figure out mysteries, real life examples of unsolved cases are far more fascinating. Maybe because they feel more concrete.
Ah, that's my black one where I write down notes and ideas.
Black Peter, what does that mean?
Ooh, how intriguing.
It must be the title of Iris' latest work.
Oh my, I wonder what fantastic tale awaits us.
This sounds like an angel, but I bet she's dreaming of the most grisly crime you can imagine. Wait, is this like the Black Dahlia? Yes.
It's a case that Harley solved just recently. A black cat called Peter went missing in the neighborhood. Harley tracked it down at the fishmonger's in the end.
Well, can't wait for the story to be published. Okay, and that's that. G, back to title, save. We'll save it here. Okay. Selecting adventure. New game. Fuck! Wait, shit. No. Pause, wait. God damn it, I forgot it does this. Every time. Okay. Wait, can I just say continue? No. Load game. Adventure of the Unspeakable Story. That seems like a little bit of a contradiction. The Hounds of Baskerville. Why does that sound familiar?
It's coming! Jones's cry pierced through the thick wall of fog around us. Wisps of vapor flowed over the pistol as I cocked it, and I waited, breathlessly, in the stillness. The silence lasted for what seemed an eternity, until, at last, it appeared.
A wolf? Oh.
From the shadows of the cloud,
I thought it was going to be like a metaphor.
Beast sprang out upon us. A hound it was, but not such a hound as any mortal has ever seen.
How so?
Its eyes glowed with a small
Hello,
glare.
New.
The
How's
whole
it
of
going?
Its ox-sized body was outlined in white-hot flames. Its rumbling pant and
Not
hideous
much,
howl
actually. The case
so
just
terrified
started.
was I that I began to tremble with fear. Look well, Wilson, Sholmes declared, gazing upon the mystical beast.
But, like, what does this have to do with a murder
For
mystery?
this is the diabolical hound of the Baskervilles.
Like, great. But, why? Or what does this have to do? Our first 2 months in London passed it by in a flash. In that disconcerting courtroom experience we were first thrown the day when we arrived in the country. And in Sasaki-san's terrible ordeal that had followed closely behind, we had emerged victorious. However, there then came an abrupt end to our opportunity to appear in court, which is hardly surprising, of course, since I was nothing more than an amateur, an unknown student of law from a faraway land. So our little office was very quiet. I mean, like, I feel like a Japanese lawyer, like, fresh off the gate, getting 2 non-guilty verdicts in the most complex cases to ever reach London shores, would give you some notoriety, but who knows, I guess. That is, until it was shattered one day by that fateful telegram. Alright, let's see here. Did we upgrade our office? Not really. We have tea. That morning, I was woken by the unreserved knocking of the door by the telegram boy. But after he'd gone, Susato-san's behavior became very obviously strange. Susato-san.
Yes. Is it time to leave for court already?
Let me see. What case is it today? I don't think I'm scheduled to defend anyone at the moment, am I? Oh no, how silly of me. But I think Iris said she was make us breakfast this morning. Shall we go down to Mr. Jones? Have you guys just been mooching off them for like 2 months? You guys haven't been able to pay rent. Who's Susato? What do you... Susato is my legal consultant, and she's been with me the entire time. Iris makes the most delicious breakfast food. You haven't been paying attention, no you? She does, doesn't she? Once our brothers are full, we can leave for court in fighting fit form. We don't have a case. Let me see. What case today? Here we go again. Everyone hate. Okay, can we move? Sorry, wait. Hold on. I read ahead in the achievements. There's allegedly a shovel here. This is part of an achievement. That spade has been there since we started renting this place.
Oh, that's not a spade, Naruhodo-san.
It's a shovel. No, shovels are for digging. This is for scooping up loose material. It's a spade.
No, spades are for digging. That's for scooping up loose material. It's a shovel.
I don't want to dig a hole for myself, so let's leave it. Cool. And there's only 7 more of those somewhere in this game. Alright, come on, Iris. Have Sholmes be here. Give me some entertainment. Fuck. Well, Sholmes is here. If my ears don't deceive me.
Morning.
I wish I had water. I feel like I'm gonna hate her as much as I hate Van Zyke. Ugh. Oh, this is Sholmes' assistant. Don't worry, well, actually she's 10, and her father's dead, I think. I don't even know.
Morning, Reno. Morning, Susie.
We'll go with that. It'll be grating on the ears.
Good morning, Iris.
So people adopt kids, I guess? I mean, it wasn't really adoption. Her father just died and she didn't go anywhere.
What is it, Reno?
What is that terrible noise? It sounds like a cat being strangled. No, I strangled my fair share of cats. They don't sound like that.
Yes, you noticed that, did you?
I much prefer Sholmes when he's like this. No, yeah, cats have a much higher pitch. And also, it's a lot more erratic. And they usually hear, like, scratching and, like... Well, you usually hear the person strangling the cat, because the cat's going on claw. Well, that's a story for another time.
Ellie isn't in the best form this morning, it seems.
Is that a pistol? Is this man rocking a pistol? Hello. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Good morning. A good morning to die, perhaps. Has something happened, Mr. Sholmes? You look miserable, and the way you were playing the violin before. My analytic mind is dead. Megiddo. Hey, Megiddo, what's up? How's it hanging? Yeah, I got 4 viewers! Even though it doesn't say it on my thing, which is kind of annoying, but 4 viewers! My analytic mind is dead. Music's dead. The world is dead. Yeah, it just doesn't only have one viewer on my streaming thing, and that's really annoying.
That's not accurate.
But it's fine. It's great. Damn this blot. Fuck. Alright. Fuck it. Tell me how to say it. How do I say it, internet?
Blanching.
Thank you. I don't know why I was struggling with that. Blanching. Alright. Damn this blanched existence. Shut up. I've gotten a lot of words so far, and I've succeeded on them all. I'm deserved one. I just came back from physics. My mind is... Well, I didn't pay attention, so I guess it's not really... I can't really blame it on that. That's all it is, my dear fellow. Nothing of consequence. I don't know how to do a depressed Sholmes for a voice. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, Iris, isn't it time we ate? Some dry toast and insipid coffee for me, if it's not too much trouble. Oh. Hello. Oh, wow, someone actually used one of my commands. Oh look, it's Wagahai. Good morning, boy. Wagahai? That must be some sort of tiny door for cats to use. How did it get there? What do you mean? You just fucking saw it into the door.
Well then, everyone, time for breakfast.
Oh, wonderful. Let me have yours. To be honest, if I had a kid with the voice I'm giving Iris, I would commit a homicide. But it's fine. Sholmes is a nice guy, and the pistol's empty. Okay, it would indeed be a fine day to die. I knew someone looked different. Oh, what happened to this? Hang on, wait. Okay. Something missing from Mr. Sholmes' desk. Sheet music? No, it was more like, it was like an, it wasn't sheet music, it was like a gigantic observatory thing. No, not observatory, microscope, I believe. It's a giant steampunk microscope that doesn't need to be nearly as grandiose as it is. Or you're talking about just the sheet music in the background. There's like a lot of stuff here. You seem very unhappy this morning, Mr. Sholmes. What happened? It used to be the case. Then in my hands. This violin sung like the dawn, of course. Its melody sonnets tones would make flowers bloom. It would? Ah, yes. But now, the muses are unamused with me. The goddesses of music have thrown me over. Goddesses? Oh. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? My first donation! Thank you, Agino. Ah, I see. Well, thank you for the donation. Forgot that's what I put down for my donation picture. Well, your name's gonna be there on my, my payment chart for a long time. For hours I have bowed, for days even. Through the night I have endeavored, to no avail. That sound, my tone, is lost. That brilliant, clear, unwavering tone, gone forever. No more recitals for the unbridled emotion. Oh, another one. Well, thank you, Vegito. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm trying.
Well, you haven't practiced much lately, have you, Hurley?
Welcome to Slam Poetry, Mr. Sholmes. Close enough, close enough. I'm glad I'm getting close enough. Don't worry, I'm sure it'll come back to you in time. Heed my words, Mr. Naruhodo. The goddesses of the arts are fickle. One day they will bestow genius on a man, the next they unmercifully withdraw it. Oh dear. Ah! Why is this happening to me? If they take the turn I have the violin from me, what is left, for pity's sake? What is left? This is a trick question, man. Like, just pick up something else. Yeah, you're a detective. Why are you complaining about the violin? And okay, I know this is for another achievement. I wanna see if I... Oh, hey, Iris, that's... First, where I examine this blackboard. This is where Iris notes on ideas, isn't it? There's like 7 of these in the game as well. Let's see. What does it say today? 5 viewers? Am I at 5? My viewer count on my screen is busted, so... Okay. What does it say? The boss Combe Valiant mystery? Oh, how intriguing. It must be the title of Iris' latest work. Oh my, I wonder what fantastic tales awaits us. I mean, I'm glad for 5 viewers. If I can keep this up, I can actually make affiliate today. The Sarah-san looks like an angel, but I bet she's dreaming of the most unsavory crime you could imagine. Okay, well that's nice. I hope that was for an achievement. Talk to me, Sholmes. Why don't you know what your machine does? So... Mr. Sholmes, I don't like to pry, but... Your testicle is rather empty today. Oh, well done, Mrs. Sato. Your observation skills do you credit. Oh no, Mr. Sholmes. They pale in insignificance when compared to yours. You struggle not to notice, wouldn't you? Harley's great analytoscope? That's at Windibank's now. Sorry, it's at Windy Bank? No, Windibank's. The pawnbrokery. What, are you guys broke? What? I mean, you put that outdoors machine of yours? It has some considerable value, you see. Quite undeservingly. Well, yeah, you could sell it for parts. But isn't that a very important machine for your work? I do wish that you had consulted us if you were so desperate. We're poor too. We can't... Yeah, we don't have anything. Dear madame, things are far from desperate. Then the pawnbroker has your wonderful machine. How can it be anything but desperate? Making use of a pawnbroker is quite ordinary here in London, I assure you. It is? That doesn't sound ordinary at all. It would seem that neither of you are fully understand how pawnbroking works. Oh, what's understand exactly? Well, like, is this like an auction? Or what? Like, if you're not broke, then why are you getting rid of your machine? What do you mean when you said we fully didn't understand how pawnbroking works? To the people of London, pawnbrokeries are akin to banks. This makes no sense. Banks? On Mondays, merchants relinquish their finest jackets and trappings to the pawnbroker of choice. With the money they receive in return, they are able to trade happily through the week. And then on Saturdays, they go and recover the things using the money they've earned. I had no idea. This has been a fascinating lesson for us. This seems wholly dangerous. Everyone does it, you see, especially people in the inner London. And should they have money to spare, they would purchase another fine jacket. Not to wear, obviously, but to pawn, should the need arise. Oh, how ingenious. Or you could just pawn off your stuff and just take the money and go. You don't have to keep doing this cycle. So whenever we see something that needs getting in the way, we'll leave it at the window banks, you see. A pawnbrokery can be thought of as an extremely secure vault. Don't think it is. It's like a pawn shop. The pawn shops I've been to, like, you can just walk in and run the place. Not that I know. Yeah. Okay, thank you, New You. I'm glad I'm not stupid here.
Oh, Iris, you have to watch Harley with it. Sometimes he pawns things he really shouldn't. Don't you, Harley?
Dude, what do you mean disappoint? I mean, this is on par for Herlock Sholmes. When does it matter? The world is dead to me now. Oh. Oh. Alright, well, I still gotta do something here. Alright. I I guess we'll switch to you. Well, good night. Mr. Cat seemed to have settled in his new home then.
Oh yes. I've been a very catchy little waggy. Don't call him waggy.
It would appear his previous owner has completely forgotten to him. Cats are unfeeling creatures. They muse as empty as the hearts of the muses. At least we agree on something here. Cats are just... Like, I don't want to debate this because it's not fair to debate. They're just evil. This is a creature born from the devil.
If this is not to me, no intention of taking Waggy back to Japan, why never I kept him in the first place?
I swear you would have taken him if you could. The pets are strictly forbidden aboard steamships in our experience. How did he get here with the cat? I think it's gonna bother me. No, he said it was a cat from Japan. I'm pretty sure. And for good reason. Terrible things can happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed. Like murder.
Well, I don't mind, because Waggy is adorable.
I sense a demon. I will get the holy water. Holy milk? Holy milk. Can you make holy milk? Like, does it have to be water? What makes holy water holy water? I never thought about this before. Like, is it just like blessed by a priest? Like he just like priest is like grab some Dasani. It's been blessed, so get some Dasani and give it to him. I can start drinking some good old-fashioned holy water. I can make a huge killing with that. Official holy water, quenching those demons in your throat. That's a market right there that no one has really touched yet. Only the exorcists get them. Salt, a shitty wiki ritual, and a blessing. Alright. Yes, it's really bad.
Oh yes, what about the door?
You know what? Hold on. Now I'm just curious. Nope, not that one. We're gonna go to the other display. Okay. How to make holy water. Alright, hey. Why isn't this? I need WikiHow. I need the best possible places to get my information from. Okay. How to make lemon holy water. Alright, blessing water with Catholic prayers and rituals. Alright. Gather and consecrate your salt. You need to create a holy salt before you create holy water. I think a holy salt first. Okay, thoughts of the ramen ritual. Alright. I skimmed it, that's good enough. Obtain some water from a natural source if possible. Done. Exercise the water. Okay. Apparently none of that important shit. Okay. Recite these words from the Roman ritual. Oh, water, creature of God, I exorcise you in the name of God, the Father Almighty, in the name of Jesus Christ, His Son, our Lord, and in the power of the Holy Spirit. I exorcise you so that you may put to flight all the power of the enemy, and be able to root out and supplant the enemy with his apostate angels. Through the power of our Lord Jesus Christ, who will come to the living and the dead and the world of fire, amen. Nailed it. Alright. Pour the salt into the water in the shape of a cross. I don't have salt. Bless the holy water. Zoom tight. Alright. Use the holy water to bless your home and family. Done. Now, I don't feel like getting salt, though. Man, I really need to update this display capture. You can't see anything. Create pagan holy water. Now we're talking. Alright, gather rainwater. It's not raining right now. Okay. Add salt to water for use. What's that? What is everything with salt? Oh, whatever. It's fine. I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where did that come from?
Oh, you noticed? You're observant, Bruno. Look, I use this. It's my latest invention.
What is this? It looks like a really shitty camera.
I call it the cat flapomat.
What? Is it just like a saw? Just a really specific saw?
Gosh, is that machine breaking doors or just for cats? That's right. I can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Willie in seconds. I can do this to any door at all, no matter what it's made out of. It's very powerful, you see.
But wouldn't it have been quicker just to make the cat flap rather than making a machine to make a cat flap? No, well, Iris seems to be a genius here. Like a little kid genius. Because Sholmes is, I'm sorry here, Sholmes is more eccentric and more lovable. Iris will lose her charm when she gets older. I just have a feeling. He's taller? I mean, yeah, like, in terms of getting the cookies from the shelf, Sholmes has this in spades.
Well, yes, me. But now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. This girl is going to become a criminal. You must make one of us at the door in our office upstairs, Iris. She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl. Well, okay, she made a smoke grenade bomb thing. I wouldn't be talking shit, Naruhodo. Meow, says the cat. Oh, what was that? Waganai? Wagahai. It's not Waganai. There's no N. Wagahai. Our food is ruined. What was that?
Oh no! Wagahai's tangled up in your violin.
I think he thinks it's a toy. No! What is he doing to it? Oh, God! Oh, Jesus. Oh dear, Mr. Sholmes' this precious violin. Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised. The cat is a more accomplished musician than I now. I mean, I wouldn't say it was that great. Mr. Sholmes really is in poor spirits, isn't he? How about just take your shit back?
Anyway, I put it back where it lives, shall I, Curly?
Out of the cat's reach, if possible. Maybe we should assess the damage. Well, it depends what they did to the violin. Like, if they cracked, like, the frame, it's fucked. There's not much you can do unless you want to invest a lot of money. Oh, wait, you wanted me to... They actually want me to assess the damage. Oh, it looks fine! What do you mean? Nothing happened to it. Never mind, this violin is in very poor shape. It's a Stradivarius, one of the finest violins in the world, made by a renowned Italian luthier, Antonio Stradivari. Oh, I see. It doesn't really look like anything special. No, it doesn't. You know, that crack, fucks it. That string is replaceable. But these scratches on it are not. And I just happened to covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down in the nondescript back alley. The broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. Could you talk slower? Okay, thank you. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I've ever had made. I ask you, is there a reason to live this world devoid of music? To tolerate this blanched existence? No! There is none! This is a game about murders. When are we gonna get to that?
Mr. Sholmes.
What, dear madam? What? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release for this dull routine. Well, it's with the violin. It looks very different than normal, don't you think? What do you mean, Mr. Sato?
Oh, Susie's right.
Yes. The tone of the wood is completely different. Not at all. I'm sure there's no crack in here before. Well, yeah. A cat got to it. Wait, it's not even the right size, is it? What's this?
Terribly sorry to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but you've been robbed. That was not violent at all. Oh, it's a viola? And what? What's with this intense music? I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola. What? 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 And Sholmes is dead. You're right. You are quite right. This isn't my faithful Stradivarius. Okay, so he just didn't have a viola the entire time. Good, I thought he was a real moron. So what, pray, is this piece of stringed flotsam? Not your faithful performing partner, then? I see what must have happened. You do, Iris? Yeah, you were robbed. This is just a simple mix-up. Sounds like Iris may be able to tell us what exactly happened as we ask her. It sounds like you guys got robbed. What do you mean by a mix-up, Iris? Well, you see, this violin, or sorry, viola, I mean, was at the Windibags Hotel last week. At the pawnbrokers. You're right. Robbed. But not Mr. Sholmes' beloved musical partner. There is a proverb in the East, with which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let a beloved child travel. What? Yes, indeed. So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers and hoped that it would experience personal growth? You're a moron. You let that very expensive violin into a shady pawnbroker and expected nothing to happen. Oh, what a wonderful idea. Last week I pawned my great analytoscope in order to release my precious instrument. But it appeared Mr. Windibank mistakenly furnished me with a tawdry fiddle instead. I don't think this was an accident, man. Also, it sounds like he has you by the balls. To be honest, he has all your shit, and you can't get it back without giving him more of your shit. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timber of this piece of timber. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it just had strings. Psha! What a fine state of affairs this is, and why I always say, Mr. Naruhodo, never trust the pawnbroker. They will fiddle you every time. That can be taken a little differently. Earlier you said that you could think of a pawnbroker as an extremely secure vault. Right. I mean, technically, yes. If by extremely secure, you mean a personal bank account. Come on, come, Mr. Naruhodo. Dilly-dallying when they get you nowhere. Sorry? Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect. Pressing your coffee so obtusely. Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency at which we are faced? We must visit Mr. Windibank's brokery at once. Isn't that right, Mr. Sholmes? We literally have nothing else to do. Fine. Precisely, Mr. Sato. Without a moment's delay. But I haven't finished my bacon and egg. Oh, no. No, Naruto, stay here. It's fine. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with increasingly vacant aspect, to press your eggs ever more obtusely. See, this is why we prefer Sholmes. Iris wouldn't say this shit. Alright, say no more. Let's go then. Never mind, I'll be able to heat it up for you again later.
Oh, thank you, Iris. As it happens, I am rather curious to see what British pawnbrokers looks like. Iris said no one to quit. Why did we go to Baker Street? Yeah, I plan to buy all of this. Yeah, fair point, she said. It's fine. As opposed to the logic holds. But he hasn't said that yet, actually. It's only just that one time. So this is a British pawnbrokery. Oh my! There are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I never laid eyes on before. Ah, Sasato-san, and that spark of wonder in your eyes. You can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this. Oh yes, I don't know why, but I seeing a ton of things I don't understand is a real thrill for me. My dear fellows, let's not forget why we are here. Where did you get your coat? We are calling on the matters of business, not pleasure. Including Mr. Sholmes' business too, judging from that spark of fury in his eyes. I don't know what crime you're guilty of, but you're definitely guilty of something. You're the type of guy who gets blackmailed into doing something.
Ah, Mr. Sholmes, sir. Welcome back. Did you hear that brazen welcome? Well, yes, we are potential customers after all. We are disgruntled customers, Mr. Naruhodo. And it's time to inform Mr. Winterbank of our ire. Come, the fight is afoot. There's a shovel. What are you doing, my dear fellow? We are not here to browse for interesting curios. We have to come teach this broker a lesson. Oh, but there's so many fascinating items. We still will have to talk to Mr. Winterbank first before you can explore in here. Alright, fine. My bro Fortnite. No, he's ready to go to fisticuffs. He's not Fortnite dancing. Don't bring that in. Don't put that image in my head. Naturally, you will recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Winterbank. The color of the wood is different. It has holes in it. It's not even the same size. A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes. I'm so very sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me. An excusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There's only one way to make amends. By vanishing? Bro, wait a second. It's just the viola. Is your funny character trait that you would like to shoot yourself? I shall have to take my own life. This man's just gonna let him do it. Sholmes doesn't care. He wants his violin back. I don't think that will be necessary. Do you? If I may just say one thing before I pop off. Yes. It was you, sir, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry. As I recall, you entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, here it is. You did. And when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the viola and left, sir. However, there can be no doubt that the blade lies firmly in my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall grumble or grouse any longer. May this guilt die with me. No, stop it, my dear fellow. The fault is mine. Whew. It would appear that the fight is over. I would have a different reaction here. I too humbly apologize, Mr. Winterbank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be the first Mr. Sherlock Holmes without that questionable disposition, would you? Huh. I do believe you may be right, sir. Ha 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 ha. Whether it's laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of the more challenging customers. I would need to remind you of the particular collection of items you brought through my door in the past. Oh? Particular items? In the extreme, ma'am. For example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work, the novels of Sherlock Holmes, or some such. Oh my! A new full-fledged novel! An unpublished story of it to read, you mean? Ah! Forgive me! Put the gun down, man. I can't believe this is your funny character trait. He's gonna pull up Persona 3. Oh god. Wait before you die. You must tell me more. I kinda just wanna leave him here. It's okay. He'll be fine. Oh, you still wanna fight. Okay. I mean, I feel like in terms of if you're going by honor rules for fighting, going after a man who's going to kill himself feels a little weird. So I guess we're going for honor. Killing yourself is dishonorable anyways. Must know more. Tell me everything. That sounds really fired up now. Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day the gentleman here brought an old metal chest, you see. I should like to entrust it to your care for a while, Mr. Winterbank. Well, just like that, 1 shilling, sir, not farthing more. It also something of very great value indeed. Police manuscript. Recounting the adventures of one Mr. Herlock Sholmes. I beg your pardon. A manuscript. You were supposed to have a manuscript. Indeed I do, for I'm confident it will be quite safe here. Why though? Why? It's just a fucking pawn shop. And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes lays tale the unworthily mystery lies dormant in my storeroom. Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this? I continue to pay you a fee, do you not? Then I kindly continue to store my belongings securely. Of course, sir, of course. They're safe and sound with me, I assure you. All my life. I don't think you're gonna have that for much longer. It's just a fucking pawn shop. Like, I don't understand why you think this is so secure. The storeroom is literally blocked by curtains. I wonder, could I ask you something? Oh, gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, that's sable suit. I suppose I could offer you 6 pence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull. Sorry? Ah! Before you spend the tire, ma'am. 5 guineas, and no less. The color is exquisite, the design exotic, and Eastern artistry at its finest, may I say. Oh my, 5 guineas, you say? How interesting. I don't know what guineas is. I don't know what... It sounds as though it's a lot of money, which means you should absolutely take this deal, unless you have nothing else to wear. But I feel as though I'm suffering sort of defeat here. We are poor, we haven't had a single case, you're gonna have to sell the clothes off your back to survive. Actually, I was hoping to ask you more about your business. I've heard it said that the pawnbrokers are used rather like banks here in London. Aye, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you describe. I appraise their items, and I offer them a proportionate loan and 2 months of secure storage. If, in that time, they repay the original sum to me plus the year interest, then their items are happily returned. Why don't they don't pay you the money? And the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me. So you never sell items before the 2 months has passed, then? That's right, ma'am, that's right. Which means that some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recourse is for me to end it all. I mean, you could just pay them back. The very idea, Mr. Winberg, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually. May I agree? Just telling us it's a good day to die only this morning. And let's not forget that I have already helped you take the measures to ensure that the tragedy never occurs. What sort of measures? I engineered a simple device which Winberg has installed here in his shop. I call it the red-handed recorder. Is it not so, Mr. Winterbank? So you got a camera. Ah. What's that deep sigh about? Oh, ah. This is I don't understand why anyone would ever come here. I'm paying someone to hold my belongings. And then... Or no, sorry. He pays me to hold the belongings. And then I pay it back with interest. Which means I'm paying him to hold my shit. Want to know if there's a red-handed recorder? Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are 2 just below the ceiling. Yeah, it's a camera. Just a camera. I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed a camera, furnished some 100 pieces of celluloid film. And at very 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Yeah, I have an example I can show you. Oh, that is adorable. That is a good dog. Yeah. Ah yes, a print from the camera is set to record the activity at the shop counter. I have developed a special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image even in darkness. This is legitimately amazing for 1900s, and you should sell this for profit. Well, that's extraordinary. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it. Look. This is color picture 1900 security system. I also am guessing that Iris made this, not you. So you see, where someone had entered the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed. But yet, did you not say the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as I must say, madame, And what if the incident would occur in between the times? One could only say that would be a cruel twist of fate. I must confess that your devices have been giving me some cause for distress of late. I beg your pardon, Mr. Winterbank. Surely they are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word. It's the cost of the film, sir. You most graciously placed not one but 2 cameras in my shop after all, which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of film will break me before I'm much older. Yeah, printing is kind of expensive. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbroker, you know? But dear fellows, we have verged on the age where safety and security come at a price. I mean, you're right. Oh, heavens, please help. Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. That looks... Oh yeah, it is a violin. It's smaller. Doy. Ah, the very thing. Thank you, Mr. Winterbank. Perhaps this might be the peculiar items you try and pop for, because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer. I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone should get hurt. Fear not. Sorry? I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself can be possibly harmed. You never hear a ricochet? Good day to you then, Mr. Winterbank. It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes. What a fun and wacky character. Mr. Naruhodo. Can we explore it at last? Oh yeah. This is not what I looked at. Look at that enormous ledger on the counter there. Mr. Winterbank is, if nothing else, very particular about his recording of the items he accepts. He'd have to be, otherwise he'd get himself in all sorts of trouble. Might explain the things catching my eyes more than the ledger. There's a revolver here. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, Mr. Winterbank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with the speed belonging with portly size, and then kill himself as a power move. Oh, you don't mean he'd blow his brains out? Indeed, in recompense for his blunder. Technically right. Oh my. But in any case, of course we would never do such a thing. How could we even suggest it? Okay. There's so much shit here. Okay, scale. Seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there. That leads to the storage room, where Mr. Winterbank keeps articles that are currently in pawn. I see. There's nothing of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommend or not, it's not something I tend to do. There is but one key, and Mr. Winterbank keeps his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which he slides under his pillow. How on earth do you know about that, Mr. Sholmes? I am a detective, sir. It is my business to know what others do not. I'm frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain. Mr. Sholmes, you are a wonder. Sorry, my bed was above me. My wrist has been killing me as of late. I don't know why. I don't know how to fix my wrist. Only when I bend it, though. Okay, well, there's nothing of interest here. I'm buying this gone. Look at this! What could a lovely big shiny box be? Where on the wrist does it hurt? Here. Like, on the, below, well, I guess my wrist, but the front of it, I guess. That, my dear madame, is a music box. Surely you've seen such things in your own country. Oh my, yes, but I've certainly never seen them so large before. Joey, listen for a while. Ah, what a sublime sound. This piano music of angels. Never heard anything like it before in my life. This is a particular specimen of the larger variety. It's probably my form. I don't think I'm overusing my fingers for anything. Because anything I do with my right hand, I do with my left. I don't really do things with just my... I guess writing, but I usually type my stuff. Commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There's a middle disc inside which each note played to be recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. My goodness. What a simple, delightful machine. Indeed. Though the popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course. Science and technology advance such an overwhelming place. Yeah, I didn't mean to press that. Like, is there nothing else to do here? What an assortment of things here on the table here. Crockery, footwear, clocks, and watches. Almost anything you could imagine. I don't know why you're suddenly super British. Those are forfeited items, offered for sale by a pawnbroker. What does that mean, though? When you pawn or concretely pop an item, the broker loans you money against its worth. It stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid or not. He is free to display it on a shelf for sale, at the price of his choosing. Oh yes, now that you explained it, I'm noticing a little price tags and everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest in the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. How did this, like, okay, how did pawn stores come to be? Like, think about it. Like one friend says to the other, hey, can you hold my shit for me for a little bit? Like, yeah, sure. Can you give me money for it? I'm like, but am I buying this from you? No. You're just keeping it and you're not allowed to use it at all. I'm gonna pick it up eventually. And so why am I paying you again exactly? Oh, well, I'll pay you back with some interest to hold it for 2 months. Okay, but what if you don't come back? And then he sold the shit on eBay, and that's how pawn shops became to be. I treasure university uniform. Never. It embodies my student spirit. Now, what do you suppose this rather enormous machine does? It seems to have 2 little windows for looking through. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you're looking at is a stereoscope. A stereo? It's fascinating. It is amply named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself. Oh, I should be delighted to. Give me a moment, I just have to look. Just before you do, there's something we should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically, as it were, you need to be cross-eyed. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. Alright then, I'm gonna try it. Wait, don't get this year go cross-eyed? This is bullshit. Ah! Naruto, you must see, at once. Oh, alright. Then, I need to be cross-eyed, like I'm trying to look at my own nose. And then we found the next murder victim. What the? I don't believe it. Just a photograph of print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Oh, so we don't know this girl? This is a lot of filler for the first case. Yes, it seems the death is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of the London's many fads. They're often found in those stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them. Why? Why are people meddling with such black magic? It is no magic, my dear madame. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at the present. We shall save this lesson for another day. Oh. Oh my god. Oh? That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th of April, today's date. When did we start? Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page and reveal the following day's date. That perfect calendar is a tarot fellows as such as yourself, Mr. Winterbank. Who was it who walked out here with the wrong violin before? Well, when a greater storage period has passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see. So I have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of Pombrooke's obsession, you might say. Oh yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job. What? Like, what am I supposed to... Like, what is there to do here? Sure, let's go out the fucking door. 3 globes of gold. Is that still a charm? Damn you, have you not seen that sign before? No, never. 3 golden balls are, in Great Britain at least, the universal sign of a pawnbrokery. There are more than 700 of such establishments in the capital, all showing the same sign. I see. I did not imagine your ignorance was so profound. Oh, well, what is the significance of the 3 golden balls then? Is that some sort of special meaning? That is entirely unimportant to you, madame. Irrelevant, even. You mean you don't know? What is this? Look at this. Whatever it could be used for. I have no idea. Huh. There's a small catch here. Look. We're going to open it up, aren't we? What is it? What? Oh my, that's amazing. It's a sort of spring-loaded mechanism. What is it? Which we never managed to put back to the way it was before. Huh? What are you two doing? What? Us? Nothing. No, nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as though I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. What? Only tuppence for it. That ain't fair, and you know it. That artist is better with a penny miss. I cannot afford more. Well, something. Story finally triggered, I guess. Gotta go, tornado. What do you mean, tornado? You can't just leave me with oh yeah, by the way, there's just a tornado. What do you mean there's a tornado? Come on, that can't be right. Are you even at a proper butcher's at it? That's seen all I need to see, young girl. What? Oh, you! What's up? Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh yes, it's the young lady, from Mr. McGillicuddy's trial 2 months ago. Her name was Jenna Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer. Earns her crest among large crowds and leaving people at the passes. What are commonly called a pickpocket. Yeah, she's gonna be Britain's next terrorist. Hey, Jenna. Gordon Bennett, you lot. You still have that? Hello, Mrs. Lestrade. I hope you've been well. Eh, what? You remember me then, do ya? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what you doing in there? Down and out like the rest of us. Nothing to eat? Gonna pulp that black weasel? Sorry, coach. Have ya? What's it with this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? Do I look that bad? Ah, good day. Unless I'm much mistaken. You would be that young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ah, Mr. Sholmes. So, you have something of value to pawn, do you? And I would just see the article and I shall negotiate with Mr. Winmick on your behalf. Pull the other one. I don't need no help here from some stuck-up D. Get out of my business. Go on and I'll make trouble for you. Shush. As you wish, Mr. Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence. He's really done it. He's gone. I'm sorry, but as I said, there's really no more room for the negotiation here. Where's the thing he has in his hand? Some kind of metal disc? And you, go on, leave me alone. Oh, Mr. Lestrade, just pretend we aren't here. We shan't be offended in the slightest. I don't think you understand the problem here, Susato. Doesn't he really stand her ground when she wants to? Whatever. There you go. I'm curious how you... Somehow, I didn't really think you were the sort of person who leaves a pawnbroker. What do you mean? She steals shit and then pawns it. What? Naruhodo, you're a fucking moron. Yeah, well, I am, alright? I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. That a problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. What you're thinking. That thing probably, you don't even belong there. Probably got on the dime, didn't she? Yeah, actually, Ted. Yeah, I could see her in all of your Chevy Chase. Well, I might have been thinking something along the lines, but I have reason to think that. You're not gonna deny it, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, yeah. She's a thief. Alright, then I'm just gonna come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people? Well, I don't know how to answer that, really. Suppose, sometimes, yeah. You're not gonna deny it either, Mr. Lestrade? No, this time alright, I swear, that thing belongs to me. The disc that Mr. Winterbank is holding? First we should see what it has to say about all of this. Okay, let's ask about this disc. It looks kind of worthless, to be honest. So, Mr. Winterbank, what exactly is this metal disc that Mr. Lestrade brought in? Seems to have hundreds of little tiny bumps on the surface. Ah, it's a music box, you see. For use in music disc, you see. For use inside the music box. In the music box. What? Don't you know what a music box is? You listen a lot into Savvy, eh? I know what a music box is. I've just never seen one of these discs before. A small protrusion of the metal disc can code the tune that can be played in by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going, and beautiful music plays. So incredible. Tell us, what tune is on the disc? Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music books, you see. British made, German, Swiss. I had no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for. I see. And that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customers for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny. That's a pack of lies. He told me he did. He said it was a, well... He? Who? Never you mind. Interesting, right? That's all. That disc's worth good money, and I know it is. Well then, you have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you? Ugh. Well, like, how do you know it's good? Wouldn't everyone just want to make the same kind of music box? Why can't we just try it? He's been in before, of course, that little Tata Dimlan. I see. And brought some dubious article. Went over with her every single time, I might add. Dubious? What you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me. So, is there something dubious about the disc you brought in today? Well, if only I was that simple. Sorry? What do you mean? What she actually brought in was a storage ticket. Ah, storage ticket. So, Mr. Lestrade has actually come to redeem an article from you today. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff one thing needs stolen. Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight. But as she gave me a ticket for it, I repaid both the loan and the interest. I was obliged to return the article to her. But what was that article? Do tell us, Mr. Winterbank. The little scamp is wearing it, ma'am. A hat? A coat? The overcoat she redeemed. Oh. What? What's wrong with it? If it's done it, I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. So, what about the disc then? How does that come into all of this? Ah, the disc is something else. A new article to pawn. Get that girl and I can agree to a price. Fuck, I'm starving. There's a breakfast bar in my college, and it's alright. I haven't eaten anything since then. But I was smart and bought more food. Because I didn't want to have to keep going to that breakfast bar whenever I got hungry. because it's too much money. So I got granola bars. I can use these in the morning as a sort of surplus for breakfast. And then huzzah, I'm full at least until lunch, because lunch is cheaper. This is our family brand. I have no idea if that's good or not. These two are the cheapest ones and for the most value. 10 bars for $3. Mmm. Well, it tastes cheap. Mmm. I'm confused. They said Mr. Straight had brought a storage ticket today. It's really quite simple. You set you up on me storage ticket and the money I owed on it, as you say. This heavy black coat, which you returned to her care, as I understood it. That's right, yes. It's all around surprising as soon as the drag one put the thing on. Pockets. Oh, you mean... What? Don't you order to stare at a lady? Oh, I see. So it came from the pockets of the overcoat, did it? Do you want to stop right that, please? But it is filling, which is all that really matters. You mean it's distant? Yes, exactly, madame. She immediately tried to pawn it. For quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious, I think. Give it up! I was trying to pawn something like anyone else would. Mr. Straight, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Oh, well, me. It doesn't really appear to be your size. Me old man! It's me old man's, ain't it? Is it, Mr. Straight? No, you said you were parentless. You're an orphan. Yes, it's all rather suspicious. Out of my way, please. Oh, Mr. Rich Man comes in. Good day to you all, ladies and gentlemen. What's your problem, eh? There is no problem, as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. Now you intend to make a problem of it. Nice to see you outside, little girl. For the hiding you deserve. Well, look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. Maybe as a gent, you should know how to wait in line. Well, aren't you an impudent little brat? Aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Eh? Who are you? How do you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? You have the courtesy to remember the faces of your victims, it seems. What? You mean I'm you? Broker. Yes, sir. I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yeah. Yes, the article in question belongs to me. I demand it to be returned at once. Oh my. Now that's a lie. No. Well, now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say, any music box discs too. No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's me old man's. Here it was. Now it's mine. Goodness, Mr. Naruhodo. This is a very awkward situation. Yes, indeed. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. Is someone gonna die? Like soon? Mr. Stride, what kind of gentleman is saying? What'd you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. I swear on my life, I ain't never laid eyes on identity before. Let's hear it now, little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? That ticket you bought in here just now. No, I swear. I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street minding my own business. A little girl ran into me. I didn't even know once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those wretched pickpockets. Yet again. Oh yes, as you can see, I'm a man of impeccable style. This isn't my first time that I've been targeted by these backslum scoundrels. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. Ugh. Well, coming along now, Mr. Strayed. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're gonna go your line, I've noticed with to call the police. Hold on! Why does everyone think it's me? Just look at the Stanley Cove. Do you think I'm a dodgy one? I'm sorry, but there's no one to believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah. What's your evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. You what? Well, let's see this evidence. I'm curious. Evidence in this article, Mr. Stewart Dean, actually belongs to this gentleman. Of course, we only need to consult Mr. Winnemy's ledger to know the truth. Well, you'll look at the name of the person who paused to get it done in the first place. Time is it? Okay. I'm gonna take a break, just so I can go eat, because my stomach's really bothering me.